Deleting is background work, not a technique, not an operation, just something you do in passing, dozens of times a session. In Blender it isn't. A basic action requires a confirmation. But the confirmation isn't the expensive part. In edit mode, instead of an action you get a list, choose what to delete and how. Almost always the answer is the same one. And almost always you knew it before you pressed the key. Counting the seconds here is pointless. It was never about seconds. A split-second action turns into an action that asks you to read, decide, and drive the mouse across. It pulls you out of the flow. Let's start simple. X and the object is deleted. No questions asked. Yes, the default cube now goes even faster. The camera and the light, the same way. A confirmation isn't needed here. You pressed X on purpose, and if you got it wrong, there's Ctrl-Z. Here, it gets more interesting. The menu is a long list, but the choice from it is almost always predictable, and it depends on which select mode you are working in. Faces, we delete. A hole is left behind, and that is exactly what you expect from deleting a face. Edges, we dissolve. The edge goes, the surface stays whole. Vertices, we dissolve as well. It's built slightly more cleverly than it sounds. Dissolve first, and whatever can't be dissolved is deleted. That's why at the border of the mesh on a loose vertex, or on an edge with no faces, everything behaves sensibly on its own, without a single special case. Take a chain of edges with no faces. A vertex in the middle dissolves, and the chain stays whole. An edge is deleted, and the chain breaks. Different intent, different result. In Blender, the pop-up isn't only on meshes, and the add-on lives everywhere. Blender shows a list or asks for a confirmation. Curves, the control point is deleted, and the curve is still a curve. Armatures, the bone is dissolved, the chain of bones doesn't break. Metaballs, Blender used to ask for a confirmation here, now it doesn't. Grease pencil, points and segments are dissolved, strokes are deleted whole by select mode, exactly as on a mesh. And here's the important part. The add-on doesn't take anything away. The full native hasn't gone anywhere. It's on the delete key. The same list, all the options, exactly as before. So the frequent case became instant, and the rare one stayed exactly where it was. And the last thing, the reason it's all built this way. The add-on doesn't guess what you want. A pop-up is a choice on every press. The add-on turns it into a choice you make once. Out of the box it ships with the defaults I've tested in my own work. That isn't the right answer. It's a good place to start. One key that does what you were going to do anyway. The full menu is on delete. For the day, you need a different choice.